tomorrow.
The most watched news station in the CSRA, News Channel 6. The Live 5 for 6 mobile app. Download it today.
Happy first day of spring. Today we will enjoy a lot of sunshine, and throughout this week it will be feeling spring-like with warm temperatures and also the chance of thunderstorms. More details on your forecast coming right up.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, One Georgia Tour. Gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams, plus investing in the future. How lawmakers are working to make sure students who start college will finish. And later, preserving beaches. How those at the local and state level are working to fund beach renourishment projects up and down the coast. Details as your #1 source for local weekend morning news starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on Wjbf News Channel 6.
Good morning, sunshine. Thank you for joining us. It's great to see you. I'm Sean Cabbage-Stock. We kick our coverage you can count on off with a search for a missing teen. 15-year-old Jemilah Turner was last seen Wednesday after getting off the school bus on Nonnery Road from Hepzibah High School. Turner's mother and father both say they spoke with her and she says she was at home, but when they arrived, she was not there. The parents tell News Channel 6 Turner's phone was pinged on Riceboro Road between Holly Street and Augusta Avenue. If you have any information, contact the sheriff's office. Gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams in the garden.
News Channel 6.
Today, Georgia lawmakers are trying again to help students, college students who run out of money. Senators are now considering House Bill 1435. It'll create a program under which public and private colleges and universities could give up to $2,500 to students to help them finish school. To be eligible, students would need to have already completed 80% of courses needed for their degrees. Some South Carolina lawmakers are pushing for greater protection for gun owners. Congressman Tom Rice is sponsoring a bill that will force the ATF to delete all existing firearm transactions. Rice says the bill would protect gun owners' private information from the federal government and prevent the government from building a firearms registry.
But once you've cleared that process and you pass the test and you can legally buy a gun, there's no reason for them to maintain your private information anymore, unless they're trying to keep a registry of who all owns a gun, and why would they be doing that? I would be suspicious that they may in the future use that against you.
Although there is a statutory prohibition on a federal firearms registry, the ATF recently revealed it had nearly 1 billion transaction records on file. We're taking a look at taste buds on the next edition of the Means Report. A team at MCG is doing research on how COVID impacts taste. They have genetically re-engineered a mouse to give it the taste traits of a human.
How can you tell if it can taste it or not?
Yeah, there are ways to do behavioral research to look at mouse taste and get a readout. We're looking at neural impulses coming from those taste buds.
Well, what's that mean? You give it, go ahead, you give it something sour, it does something?
Yeah, so we're recording from a nerve, and if we put something sour on the tongue, we can look at how that nerve responds and measure that. And, if taste is affected with inflammation as we're testing, we may see that we don't get taste responses to salt, sugar, sour.
And the doctor talks about her goals for the taste research, and we'll also hear about the need for blood and how you can help. The Means Report, Monday afternoon at 12:30, right here on News Channel 6. One thing we don't have to wait until Monday is meteorologist Jenna Petracci and her weather forecast. Jenna, it is spring today. How's the weather shaping up for us?
Well, it's a pretty nice morning, definitely better than yesterday. We're not seeing as many clouds out there. Notice them all in the distance, but overall, pretty blue skies already on our Jiffy Lube Sky View Network cam over at Television Park. Temperatures are in the upper 40s for the most part. We're seeing some low 50s. 50 degrees now in Allendale. Barnwell, you're at 48, 47 in Louisville. Wrightsville also at 47. Gibson at 46. And Augusta at 49. Our winds are still a little breezy behind this cold front that moves through yesterday. 11-mile-per-hour winds in Augusta, 10 in Thompson, 8 in Gibson, and though. As we can see on our Skyview cam, those clouds are starting to move off to the coast. You can see that cold front right along there as well, with all the showers now out to sea. And you can sort of see all the way to our west, we do have some high pressure moving into Mississippi now, so that'll bring some nice conditions for us today and for your Monday. Morning show forecast showing a lot of sunshine with temperatures staying on the chilly side, so definitely bring a jacket if you're headed out the door. 55 degrees by 10 a.m. But overall, a nice start to spring. It will be very cold tomorrow morning, though. Overall, a warmer week, though, with storms on the way Wednesday. More details on your forecast, and we'll get your future cast coming up. But back to you, Sean.
Jenna, thank you. Coming up in less than 4 minutes, one local group is looking to provide a beacon of happiness and hope in Augusta. Project Happy Water team is right there on the red couch to tell us all about it and how they plan to do it. That's next. See you in a bit.
Is here for you 24/7.
A nonprofit group is planning a bold initiative to brighten up Augusta's skyline. And joining me today to talk about Project Happy Water is Pierce Legion, Carmen Benduz, and Ted Greenlee. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
No problem. When I first heard about this initiative, I was really excited about it. So it has something to do with the color yellow and a water tower. So Ted, tell me a little bit about that.
So exactly right. The color yellow is the being color that we have for our project here, and it's all inspired by Leonard Zimmerman's Happy Robot logo. The Happy Robot was one of the very first things I saw when I moved down here to Augusta, and it's at the time I didn't know what it was or what it meant, but then over the next couple of years after moving down here, I got to know the artist Leonard pretty well.
Yeah.
And he made mention one night when we were hanging out that that this has kind of been a pet project of his, that he's wanted to paint the water tower with his Happy Robot logo. And so with the help of some good friends, Carmen, Pierce, and a couple of other people, Nancy, we decided to get together and try to do this for him.
Nice. So are you just working with one water tower or multiple ones?
We have a couple of water towers that are in mind, but we can't really share exactly which one we're planning on painting because that's for our big reveal on our upcoming event.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask that question again, Ted. So, Pierce, you guys having a fundraiser that's going on Thursday. Share some details about that.
We are, sure, yeah. Thursday, March 24th. We're super excited for our official kickoff event.
I'm
It's going to
excited
be,
too.
yes, we hope you're there. From 6 to 9 p.m. at the 600 Broad Hub, 600 Broad Street in downtown Augusta. It's going to be an art auction and sale. So we have about 20 artists that have donated pieces to be sold that night. And there's a wide range of pieces that you can check out some previews on right now on our social media sites. So you can get a sneak peek of them there. Tickets are going to be $100 for VIP. You'll get kind of a special gift along with that. Regular admission is going to be $20 ahead of time online, or $25 the night up at the door. We're going to have, of course, the art pieces there. We're going to have some music by Coco Rubio and Matthew Porter that night. Some wine, some food. So it's going to be a nice atmosphere.
You got me right there with the wine.
Hey,
food.
there you go.
And you have these mugs that we have on the table right here. Tell us a little bit about them. You actually called them something else. You didn't call them mugs.
We did. We're calling these steins because they're big. So they're
Fancy.
for the drink of your choice.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Maybe you can use them the night of the event. It'd be a good thing, right? But in all seriousness, we do have to thank Shashir over at Tire City Potters. Whenever he heard about the project, that we were kind of organizing a group to get this happening, he jumped right in and said, I'm going to make these mugs for you, and you can sell them as a fundraiser. And so we're super excited that he did that for us. But they are limited edition. We have literally just 18 of these. And they will only be available the night of that event, Thursday, March 24th. So if you like these and you want one, then you got to come to the event and come buy one.
Or you're going to miss out if you don't come to
You will miss out, exactly, yeah.
So, Carmen, you guys are looking for sponsors and folks who want to give money for your organization. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Actually, Ted probably answered that.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, we are looking for them, and we are taking donations through our Project Happy Water PayPal account. Is that correct?
That's accurate, yes.
And online. We have it online. We're also hoping to get sponsors and donors from the downtown area, which is the community we're really hoping to bring the water tower project to. And it's funny because it actually didn't start as a Happy Water project. It was going to start as a video tribute to Leonard. He came to me, we decided to do this, and it sort of snowballed into this. So yeah, we need some sponsors and some donors to help get this project going.
Another thing we're also looking for is local business owners downtown who would be willing to help take part in some of our events that we have planned coming up. Because the idea is also bring business back to the downtown Augusta area so that the business can continue to thrive and continue growing. So we're looking for any downtown shop owners who would be interested in participating in some of our events with us.
Nice. And Ted, you sure you don't want to share the water tower location?
I sure
come back.
I do, but the rest will get mad at me, so I can't do that.
That's why you got to be at our event March 24th. We
Yeah.
will officially announce then. We're super excited to announce then, finally.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, one more time, tell me the date and time of the fundraiser event.
So it'll be Thursday, March 24th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the 600 Broad Hub. That's at 600 Broad Street in downtown Augusta. And you can buy tickets online now. Our website is projecthappywater.com. You can find all the info there.
And Pierce, is this the only fundraiser event you guys will have, or will you have other ones throughout the year?
No, we're planning several fundraisers. We do have actually some smaller mugs too that'll be available for sale online here pretty soon. So be on the lookout for those. So if you don't get one of these 18 that are here today, then there'll be some smaller ones that are available eventually as well.
Or either you can get one of the big ones Thursday, and then
Yes.
you get a smaller one as well.
Hey, I like the way you think. That's perfect.
Well, guys, is there anything else you would like to add before I let you go?
Tickets can also be purchased at Art on Broad downtown.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's another place that anyone can get tickets. Cash only though there.
Cash on.
But we're hoping to see everyone at our event.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
it'll be
It's gonna
fun.
be a lot of
Yep.
fun.
Gonna be a good
Sounds
night.
like it's going to
It'll
be
be a
fun.
We
fun
have to see you there too,
Yes.
Sean.
I will
We're
be
we're
there.
officially
We have
inviting you.
tickets.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you
you.
so much for having
Thank
No
you.
us.
problem, anytime. And Jenna is up next with your live Viper 6 forecast in less than 3 minutes.
Wjbf is responsible for the content of this ad.
Everything seems to move in slow motion when you're in a car accident. Get help. Call attorney John Foy and Associates.
We handle everything on your behalf, from the paperwork to making sure the insurance company pays you the largest amount possible.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Sunday morning. This day is already looking better than yesterday with sunshine on our Jiffy Lube Skyview Network cam at the Augusta Marriott. Notice some clouds well in the distance, and temperatures are still on the chilly side, 49 right now, but feeling like 44 thanks to that 11-mile-per-hour wind. Dew point of 37, visibility is just fine at 10 miles. And looking across the CSRA, we're seeing mostly mid to upper 40s, 42 in McCormick, Lincolnton, you're at 46, 44 in Aiken, 45 in Wrightsville, 48 in Allendale. Satellite and radar showing those clouds passing through, leaving us with those clear skies. And as we look at the two-state view, cold front following right along the coastline with showers ahead of it. So no more rain for us. In fact, we do have high pressure moving into Mississippi now, bringing us a lot of sunshine and dry conditions for this first day of spring. So it's going to be fantastic today. This week ahead, it will be feeling very spring-like with warm temperatures and also the chance of thunderstorms. Here's a look at your Sunday day planner. Sunshine all day long, temperatures making it into the low 70s. And for tonight, clear skies, but it will feel like we're back into winter with a low of only 38 degrees. So definitely bundle up when you head to work on Monday morning. The good news, though, is that we have a 20-degree temperature rise on Wednesday morning, back to the upper 50s. So we don't have the cold conditions for very long. Also, with the first day of spring comes some very high pollen levels. I know I'm definitely feeling it myself. Notice high conditions all week long with our top allergens being juniper, birch, and maple. Now, hopefully we will have some rain to wash away that pollen, and it looks like Wednesday will be our best chance of that, 70% chance of rain and also thunderstorms. After all the rain we received last week, believe it or not, we actually could use some more of it. Dry conditions throughout the majority of the CSRA, and now moderate drought conditions for the southern half of the CSRA, interestingly enough, considering we did receive a lot of rain yesterday in this exact area, but we could use some more of it. So as I mentioned, Wednesday will be our best shot of that. 8 a.m. still looking pretty clear, just those cloudy skies, but by the afternoon we will have some lighter rain moving into the area and a few areas of heavier downpours and storms moving in around 4 o'clock. This will continue all evening long as this cold front passes through. But back to today, it's not going to be rainy at all. We'll have a lot of sunshine, highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Augusta at 72 degrees, and For tonight, as I mentioned, very, very cold. Average low of only 45, but we'll be in those upper 30s to low 40s. Now here's a look at your 10-day forecast. It's going to be a great Sunday. Also sunny skies tomorrow with temperatures warming up to 80 degrees on Tuesday. But we also will have some more clouds moving in with the chance of rain and storms on Wednesday. And then by the end of the week and into the weekend, we will drop down into those low 70s and maybe even upper 60s.
So find something to do today because it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day for outdoor plans.
Sounds good to me. Thank you. One woman is going viral thanks to words and her boyfriend's help. We'll show you how next. And welcome back. As news anchors, reporters, and meteorologists, we can't always say exactly what we want to.
But a sports reporter in Asheville, North Carolina has been giving it the old college try in the most clever way.
Here's Will Gans.
The rally comes up short, so another one bites the dust. Western falls to Michigan State.
Wait a minute. Did she just say another one bites the dust?
Another one bites the dust.
Maria Santora is a sports anchor for the ABC station in Asheville, North Carolina. For the past couple years, she's been sneaking certain words, phrases, or song lyrics into her newscasts based on suggestions from her boyfriend, Zach.
He could watch and kind of giggle from home. We do long distance, so it was just nice to find something for the two of us to do, even when we were on opposite ends of the country.
Catawampus? Sure.
We can add this to the list of potential changes across an already catawampus college football scene.
Maria's favorite secret word so far?
Collywobbles, and I didn't even know what it meant.
They find themselves trailing yet again, but that doesn't give this app team the collywobbles.
What? For the people. What is collywobbles?
Collywobble, yeah, I'm learning a lot of new words from this. Collywobbles was like, makes you nervous, kind of makes you nauseous.
And how about Zach? Probably bumfuzzle. Bumfuzzle, for the record, means to confuse or perplex. And yes, Maria's bosses know about the secret word situation.
Loves the idea that we're drawing a younger crowd from TikTok into local news. It's made my writing as a reporter, I think, a lot better too.
But it's not about being supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's more about just a spoonful of sugar.
To make one person laugh or make one person smile, like, that's a day maker. It really is a day maker.
How cool is that?
You probably don't know this, Sean, but Ryan Gold actually does the same thing.
Really?
I don't know if he still does, but over the summer he would take words from one of our directors and he would throw them into his weather forecast.
So now I'm going to have to watch Ryan closely.
Yeah, see if he says anything strange.
Okay. Is this something you think you will do?
No, not yet. I need a little bit more experience. That's a little tricky.
Okay, sounds good. Well, coming up on Good Morning Augusta, we'll have the latest on the crisis in Ukraine.
On the red carpet live countdown to the Oscars. Watch it all streaming on ABC News Live.
Until 8 p.m. and a lake wind advisory for the central half of the CSRA, including the Augusta and Aiken metro area, further towards the north, also into Burke, Barnwell, and Bamberg County. This means to stay off the water today because it will definitely be windy. Not a good idea to be out there. Now, in addition to that, we also have a red flag warning from noon until 8 p.m. as well. This is for the entire CSRA and the surrounding areas, and essentially this is a fire weather warning, meaning that fires can spread very rapidly due to those gusty winds and very low humidity, so it's not a good idea to burn outside today. So let's look at those wind gusts. These will be coming in from the west all day long, 25 miles per hour around the lunch hour, going up to around 30 to 35 as we go into the early evening, consistently coming from the west. So definitely a very gusty day out there. Be very careful if you're headed outdoors. 35 miles per hour is about our max wind speed. Relative humidity as low as the teens. So all of this essentially means that we could have power outages from those gusty winds, and also fires can spread very rapidly. So essentially, stay off the water today. Drive with caution. You want to bring any outdoor objects inside that could easily blow away, and also do not burn outside today. Overall, for your day planner, though, we will have sunny skies. That'll make it feel really nice out with temperatures rising into those upper 60s. But check out those winds, as sustained winds of 21 miles per hour by 5 p.m. Now here's a look at our lows, dropping to the upper 30s tomorrow morning, but then going a little bit warmer later on. Today our highs will be in those 60s, and for tonight a very chilly evening, dropping into the 30s as I mentioned, with skies staying clear. Here's looking at your 10-day forecast. A very windy day today and warm weather next week.
Weather headlines on News Channel 6.
Closer to home, if you haven't gotten a COVID shot, the next one could cost you. In a few weeks, if you don't have health insurance, you won't be able to get free COVID shots. Right now, it's covered under a federal program that reimburses providers. But that program is expiring, and unless lawmakers can make a deal for more pandemic funding, claims won't be accepted after April 5th. South Carolina officials have extended the WIC nutrition program base benefit increase through September 30th. This means recipients will get more money for fruits and vegetables every month. The increase is due to a funding package signed by President Biden earlier this month. Richmond County deputies are investigating a shooting death. A 65-year-old woman was shot in the head Thursday night at an apartment complex here in Augusta. Sarah Paradis is in jail today, facing murder and weapons possession charges. As our Ashley Jones reports, neighbors say it all started with a dispute over a parking spot.
All right, and who?
2461 Damascus Road. We need you right now. We need you guys right now.
Those 911 calls were made around 6:30 Thursday evening from a neighbor of 65-year-old Shirley Bush. Neighbors say Bush was shot in the head after an altercation over a parking spot escalated.
It's crazy how you can take somebody's life in front of my door. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's traumatized.
Jamal Dawson lived next door to both Bush and Sarah Preddy. He says the two were next door neighbors. He says he was there when Bush and Preddy began arguing.
I just had got home and walked into some stuff and it wasn't even working. And that's about it. Like, it ain't right out here. Like, about a parking spot.
He says he saw 25-year-old Sarah Preddy come outside with a gun during the altercation. If you saw this lady have a gun, why didn't you try to intervene? Why didn't you say anything?
Because I was minding my business. It don't have nothing to do with me.
The people out here that live out here said it could have been stopped as long as she didn't go in her house and get her gun. They said she went in her house and got her gun.
Most neighbors say Bush stayed to herself.
She don't do nothing but go to work and come home to her family.
Almost said nothing but good things. They said the lady was nice, sweet lady, never bothered nobody. So,
according to neighbors, Preddy was new to the neighborhood and they didn't know much about her. Richmond County Sheriff's Office arrested her on the scene. She's been charged with felony murder and possession of a weapon during a crime. Berta Hutchinson Scott says she's been living at Singleton Apartments for more than 10 years, and fights over parking is nothing new there.
We used to argue real bad over parking spot. Yes. This having not just started. It's been going on.
She says residents are allowed 2 parking spots, but she says because of limited spacing, they can only use 1 spot.
I just hope people grow up and do the right thing, because guns ain't answer.
In Augusta, I'm Ashley Jones, WJBF, News Channel 6.
It's time for a check of your forecast with Jenna. Jenna, it's a pretty picture over there by you.
Oh yeah, Sean, we got perfect blue skies outside. However, today we do have some weather alerts to go over, so let's jump right into things. We have a wind advisory for our western counties. This goes in effect at noon and lasts until 8 p.m. today. Also, a lake wind advisory for the following counties. This does include the Augusta and Aiken area, and this is from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. So this one is already in effect. And also a red flag warning for all of our counties. All of South Carolina and a good portion of Georgia are dealing with these fire weather concerns today because of the gusty winds on top of very low humidity. So wind gusts will go up to 35 miles per hour, relative humidity in the teens. And also, this can all cause power outages because of those winds. Also, trees could fall down. But what you can do is drive carefully on the roads and be sure to bring any objects inside that could blow away. Be sure to stay off the water today. Remember that lake wind advisory. And remember to not burn outside since those fires could spread rapidly. I know that's a lot of information, but overall, for the most part, it will be just a nice and sunny day. Temperatures right now in the low 50s, 51 in Augusta, upper 40 still in Thompson and Evans. Wrightsville, you're at 48, 46 in Edgefield. And notice those winds right now are starting to pick up 14 miles per hour in Aiken, just under 10 in Augusta. Coming up, I'll have a look at your futurecast wind gusts along with the rest of your forecast. But back to you, Sean.
Jenna, thank you. The national championship excitement is in the air across Augusta University's campus. George Escala is out there somewhere with Jaguar fever. That's next. Augusta University's men's basketball team and its fans are preparing for a date with destiny. Call it Jag Fever. Out there somewhere with George Escala.
The shirt says it all. Augusta basketball.
Yeah, well, I mean, what an opportunity, right, to be playing in the national finals. I'm actually headed up myself to Indiana.
AU is going for the glory, and at the Jag store, business is booming.
It's been great. It's been great. We've had people coming in buying stuff, and of course, you see, we have a good selection here. We got more stuff coming.
Because the fans want to be representing when they sit down to watch some perfecting their game day ensemble.
I bought a cap and a t-shirt and a jacket.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Go Jags.
Go Jags.
If you want something with Jaguars on it, they probably have it.
Kind of anything you can think of. Masks with AU on them, jackets. We have pajama pants.
Beer mugs?
Not beer mugs,
Oh,
but
come on.
coffee mugs.
But there's Jag fever spreading. You don't need caffeine to be fired up.
I am excited. Yeah, I've been following them back since Marvin Vanover was the coach.
But some of those picking up merchandise have not been as loyal. In fact, they're just jumping on the Jag bandwagon. But that's cool. You don't mind the bandwagon.
It's fine. We will take them all.
So you haven't been leading the cheers. You can still show your team support. Last one on the bandwagon is a rotten Jag. Out there somewhere in Augusta, George Escala, Wjbf, News Channel 6.
And Jenna is up next in about 2 minutes.
It's bow time.
At Kelly Paint and Body, you'll always see familiar, friendly faces. We own the company, so we'll always be here to serve you. We're not spread thin with shops all over. We're right here in Aiken. And you can be sure if you ever have to come in again, we'll be here.
Kelly Paint and Body in Aiken, where you get high-quality automotive repairs, superior customer service.
And you'll see the same friendly faces
Every time.
We'll be here for you. 866 York Street in Aiken, or on the web at kellypaintandbody.com.
It's March Madness with Milton Ruben Chevy. Glad baby, that quick.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Saturday morning. Seeing those beautiful blue skies on our Jiffy Lube Skyview Network cam. Here's a look down in Aiken. Across the area right now, we're in those upper 40s to low 50s. 51 in Augusta with a west wind of 9 miles per hour. Here's a look around the CSRA. We're seeing upper 40s in Lincolnton and Washington. Evans, you're at 49 as well. Edgefield at 46, 51 in Bamberg, 52 in Allendale. So our winds are definitely starting to pick up. We're already at 14 miles per hour in Aiken. These are all coming in from the west, around 10 to 12 miles per hour out in our western counties. In Forest, satellite, and radar, clear skies across the entire area. Looking at the two-state view, not a lot going on other than this cold front we're watching. That is not going to bring us any rain, but it is bringing us those gusty winds throughout this weekend. So a wind advisory in effect starting at noon until 8 p.m. Also a lake wind advisory for the following counties, including the Augusta and Aiken area. So this already went in effect at 9 a.m. and lasts through 11 p.m. this evening. Now, because of those gusty winds, along with low humidity, we also have a red flag warning, and this is essentially a fire weather warning, and this is also from noon until 8 p.m. for the entire CSRA, and also for all of South Carolina and a good portion of Georgia. So what this means is that our wind gusts will be going up to around 35 miles per hour throughout this afternoon and early evening. So because of that, fires can spread very rapidly when we have those winds along with the low humidity. So expect 15 to 20% as that relative humidity. Power outages possible because of those gusty winds. Trees could fall down. What you can do is bring in anything you have outside that could easily blow away, and be sure to not burn outside today, and also stay off the water. Remember that lake wind advisory. So for your day planner though, we will have sunny skies, making it feel really nice outside. 65 degrees by 6 p.m. Notice those sustained winds though in the teens That's just the sustained winds with gusts once again up to around 35 miles per hour. So for your Sunday, it'll be windy as well. We'll be expecting gusts up to around 20 miles per hour. Humidity remaining low as well. So it's possible some of these weather alerts could be extended into Sunday. Now we know for sure for the next 4 days that the pollen levels are staying very, very high. Oak, juniper, and birch is what is causing all of us to suffer from allergies this month. Rain chances aren't going up until Thursday, 60% chance of showers and storms, and that'll help wash away some of that pollen. But for today, just sunny skies, very dry and windy. Average high is 73, but we'll be in those 60s. And for tonight, we'll be below average, seeing mid to upper 30s across the area. Not expecting any frost, though, since those winds will stay pretty breezy overnight as well. Sunny skies over the next couple of days with clouds moving in, also with that chance of rain on Thursday with temperatures going up into the mid-80s. And we'll be right back.
Breathe easier with Patch Respiratory Services.
It's 9:21. Time to take a look at the 6 things you need to know before you head out the door. We're learning more about the death of a man reported missing in February. Contavious Rivers' body was found March 18th on Bill Dorn Road near the intersection of White Oak Road in Columbia County. He had been missing since February 26th and was last seen in Thompson, Georgia. The Columbia County Sheriff's Office says that foul play is suspected. No further details were released. The GBI is also investigating. South Carolina officials have extended the WIC nutrition program benefit increase through September 30th. This means recipients will get more money for fruits and vegetables each month. The increase is due to the funding package that was signed recently by President Biden earlier this month. If you haven't gotten a COVID-19 shot, the next one could cost you. In the next few weeks, if you don't have health insurance, you won't be able to get the COVID shots for free. Right now, it's covered under a federal program that reimburses providers. That program is expiring, and unless lawmakers make a deal for more pandemic funding, claims won't be accepted after April 5th. The Aiken Triple Crown continues today with the Aiken Steeplechase. It has a new home at the corner of Richland Avenue East, Old Wagner Road, and South Carolina Highway 118. All the traditions are the same: the spring attire, the tailgating, the crazy pants and hat contest, and the vendor markets. Gates opened at 8. Opening ceremonies will begin at noon, and there will be 5 races altogether for thoroughbreds. And the Augusta Jaguars will play for the national championship against the back-to-back national champs from the Northwest, Missouri State. The Jags' last trip to the national title game was in 2008. There is a watch party on campus at the Jags' home court inside Kristen Berry Fieldhouse. Fans are welcome to come and watch for free.
Your weekend will be sunny, dry, and windy with temperatures in the upper 60s.
Don't deal with a serious...
Another red flag warning today, but this time just for our western counties. Overall, it will be another very dry and gusty day. More details on your forecast coming right up.
On Good Morning Augusta, on the campaign trail, we're here from later Hollywood's biggest night. The Academy Awards is happening at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. You're taking a live look at that building right now. We'll have a preview. Details as your number one source for local weekend morning news starts right now.
Live from
Wjbf, News Channel 6.
One person is dead following a motorcycle crash in Richmond County. Authorities say 33-year-old Nolan Coleman crashed his motorcycle at Milledgeville and Wheelers Roads yesterday. He was taken to Augusta University Medical Center where he later died. Count on us to let you know when we get more information. Starting Monday, masks will be optional on school buses for drivers and students over at the Richmond County school system. This after the CDC decided not to force face coverings on buses and vans operated by public and private school systems. Planned improvement at the Port of Charleston would help get more of your favorite goods across the state faster, but it could be delayed. The South Carolina Ports Authority spoke with lawmakers this week about what's causing that delay. Here's our Jason Raven.
Well, here at the state, Jason Raven.
An official said both projects would help connect their terminals to a rail system and help move cargo faster across the state and the southeast. Jenna, you told us yesterday it was going to be windy, and boy, did you deliver. So is it going to be like that today as well?
Yes, Sean. Today is actually very similar to yesterday, and almost identical sunrise to yesterday as well. Jiffy Lube Skyview Network cam over at Augusta Marriott showing these clear skies to start the Sunday. Red flag warning once again today, but yesterday this was for the entire CSRA. Now it's just for our western counties from noon until 8 p.m. Also a lake wind advisory starting at noon until 8 p.m. as well for the Augusta and Aiken metro areas and the surrounding counties. So once again, a very windy and dry day. However, gusts are going to be a little bit calmer than they were yesterday, up to 25 miles per hour. Still that 15 to 20% relative humidity. So what you need to do today is remember to not burn outside, be very careful when driving, and stay off the water. Winds right now still coming in from the west, 7 miles per hour in Augusta, 5 in Aiken. These will start to pick up, especially around the afternoon. Temperatures this morning in the low 40s for the most part, 40 in Augusta, upper 30s in Aiken, Barnwell at 41, 42 in Gibson, 38 in Edgefield. Clear skies for all of us on satellite and radar for your morning show forecast. Staying sunny, temperatures making it to 54 degrees by 11 a.m. So keep those jackets around for the next couple of hours. More details on your forecast coming up, but back to you, Sean.
The family and friends of a man killed in Burke County last year will hold a balloon release in his honor. Markel Tarver was shot and killed in Waynesboro on November 7th. Another man was also injured. The balloon release will be held at 7 o'clock at St. Philip Grove Baptist Church Cemetery on Riser Road in Louisville. Today would have been his 32nd birthday. Stress and trauma comes with the job when you're a member of the military or first responder, and that's why the Code 9 Project is here. On the next Means Report, we will find out how the team can help. They go to military bases and first responder stations across the country. The goal is to help people overcome suicidal thoughts, get the right kind of help, and lean on their peers for support.
We have to understand the basics of our nervous system and our stress responses, and we're not doing enough educating of our first responders and those in other stress careers to help them understand that basic maintenance in the way of peer support, in the way of counseling, in the way of self-care on a day-to-day basis is a critical component to sustaining quality of life, health, and certainly their career.
Find out how you can support the Code 9 Project and how you can bring them to your organization. The Means Report, Monday afternoon at 12:30, right here on News Channel 6. Coming up in less than 4 minutes.
How lawmakers are tackling the issue of high prescription drug costs. I'm Hannah Brandt in Washington. I'll have that story coming up.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Sunday morning, a fantastic sunrise to start off this day. Jiffy Lube Skyview Network cam over at Augusta Marriott showing these lovely clear skies. Temperatures are chilly once again though, 40 degrees but only feeling like 35 because of that 7 mile per hour wind. A dew point of only 22 degrees and visibility at 10 miles. So no fog to worry about today, just those clear skies across the entire CSRA. We're seeing 37 degrees now in Edgefield, 39 in Aiken and Barnwell. Wrightsville also at 39, 41 in Thompson, 39 in Washington. So pretty consistent temperatures. Definitely need a jacket when headed out the door. Winds are getting pretty breezy already. 7 miles per hour in Augusta, 5 in Aiken. These are all coming in from the west and will really start to pick up by this afternoon. Satellite and radar showing those clear skies, but there's that cold front right over the CSRA. So notice no clouds or rain associated with this, a very dry front, but it is bringing those westerly winds. So once again today, a red flag warning from 12 until 8 p.m., but this time only for our western counties. This is where that fire weather concern is because of the gusty winds and low humidity. Also a lake wind advisory from 12 until 8 p.m. as well, which includes Augusta and Aiken. So let's jump into our Futurecast wind gusts. 12 o'clock, seeing a lot of 20 mile per hour winds, anywhere up to 25. So unlike yesterday, we're not expecting 35 mile per hour wind gusts, but still these winds could definitely knock several things over, even some small trees, and could cause power outages. So just keep that in mind, and also stay off the water today. And when it comes to that fire weather concern, just do not burn outside because those fires could spread very rapidly. Once again, humidity between 15 to 20%. But overall, another great sunny day. Temperatures making it into those upper 60s. A 16 mile per hour sustained wind by 5 p.m. So let's go into our feature cast when it comes to some clouds. So notice we've had sunshine over the last couple of days, and that's how this day will be starting. But as we go into 8 o'clock, we will have some clouds start to make their way into our area, and overall a few more of those as we wake up Monday morning. It's possible we could have some areas of very light drizzle in our southern counties, but definitely not going to be a rainy Monday. Rain chances don't go up until Thursday, 60% chance of showers and storms, and rain returns once again over the weekend. We can certainly use the rain. Pollen levels are remaining very high. Notice that on Wednesday, 11.7 as that pollen level. And keep in mind, our scale only goes up to 12. But back to today, sunny skies, temperatures in those 60s, and for tonight, chilly once again. We'll be seeing upper 30s to low 40s with partly cloudy skies. Here's your 10-day forecast. Monday through Wednesday, we'll start to see more clouds move in with temperatures warming up each day. 86 degrees on Wednesday as we get ready for another system to move in, bringing showers and storms on Thursday and another batch of rain on Saturday.
So for today, stay off the water, no burning, and watch out for limbs and power lines falling.
Yeah, you got it, Sean. A great day to blow or fly a kite around, though.
Yeah, I need to get one. Thanks, Jenna. We want to wish Miss Jessie Holland a happy birthday. Most folks in the community call her Miss Mother Holland, and she celebrated her 105th birthday yesterday in Fairfax. The community held a parade and lunch in her honor. A number of people gave words of encouragement and gave her money too, and she also received a plaque for the milestone.
I can't say thank you enough for coming out to celebrate my day. This is my day.
Yes, it is. Dozens of folks came out, including local organizations, bike groups, and others. Mother Holland, good morning, sunshine, and happy birthday. Coming up, what annoys your coworkers the most? We round up the top employee pet peeves, both in person and on Zoom.
Hi, folks.
Hey, welcome back. So what are the pet peeves of your fellow employees? According to a survey from Quality Logo, being interrupted is the most annoying coworker habit. That was followed by taking credit for someone else's work and oversharing. At least half of the folks who responded were less irritated by their colleagues when in a remote setting. But the Zoom boom has its own annoyances, led by slow responses, background noise, and eating on camera.
Well, I don't have any annoying coworkers, so...
Of course we don't, Jenna.
We're all perfect here,
Yes,
so
we are.
can't relate to that story.
But one thing that really makes me mad when we're all on a Zoom call is someone comes in late, their microphone is not muted, so you're hearing everything that's going on. Like, can you please mute your microphone?
Yes, and also when people don't talk enough during Zoom. Some people just want to stay muted the whole time, and then there's one person asking questions and it's just silent. Yeah. Well, here's a road closure you'd never see in Augusta. A road in London is being closed for almost a month, so migrating toads can cross. There's even a volunteer toad patrol that means the road to help the toads safely get to their breeding grounds. They've been closing this 1,300-foot stretch of road since 2010 after locals petitioned for it. Wow, I was not expecting toads. I almost read that as roads because we're talking about roads, but a road for toads.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, I would rather it be closed for toads instead of construction. Construction.
Take the toads any day.
Yeah. So a pickup truck slams into a truck with two teens inside. They survived to help the driver, and their mother has a warning for all young drivers.
Here's Dave Farty.
Well, the teenagers who are brothers tell me that they used a sledgehammer to break the window out of the other truck to get the folks who were inside out. Moments earlier, they say they only had seconds to react when they saw that truck heading right toward them. Will Hinson showed us where the crash happened on Laney Road. He and his brother were on their way to school and had just backed out of their driveway when they ran out of gas.
I was just like, this can't be real, can't be serious.
But things only got worse as the teens tried to get the truck off the road. They spotted another pickup truck heading right toward them, slamming into their vehicle. Fortunately, the brothers, who were just 16 and 15 years old, weren't hurt and were able to get out of the way just in time.
We saw it, and I started waving my hands in the air to try to get them to slow down, and they just wasn't slowing down.
Their mother shared the video of the crash to let other teens know the importance of having gasoline in their cars and what can happen if you run out. She was inside the home and was looking at the video the moment the accident happened. You can see her seconds later frantically run outside.
My heart just dropped. I knew that my boys had been ran over, and I took off running out of the house. And you know, as a mom watching that live, it's just something that you don't want to see.
The brothers say there was so much damage, both pickup trucks were totaled. But for Will Hinson, who's only been driving for 6 months, that doesn't matter.
God can replace the truck, just can't replace me and my brother.
And the Highway Patrol told me because the accident happened right at sunrise and it was foggy that morning that no one has been charged in connection with this accident, they too are thankful no one was hurt here. Back to you.
Glad they're okay. That's so scary.
And you know, I'm one of those people who like to push the car where it's all the way on the E, and I'm still driving. Yeah, so it's definitely something to think about.
Especially with these gas prices.
I know. Well, coming up on Good Morning Augusta, the latest on the conflict in Ukraine.